In this lesson, I will explain to you frame rate and colors, where we have to use the frame rates and how we use colors in processing. So here I have written a small programming for you. As I have told you that there are two main fundamental regions. One is called the void setup, other is the void draw in processing. And this is float a is equal to 40. This is our variable. And the data type of the variable is float. Float means we can have the decimal values as well. And a is the name of the variable. So first of all, I will explain to you how it works. So see, in this programming, we are going to make the ellipse, and the first, see, this is the x coordinate. So I have just written a, the name of the variable, because it will take the value from the global variable. This is the global variable because it is declared and initialized at the top of our programming. And how it will work, the ellipse will move from one corner to the other of the canvas by adding 1 pixel. So a is 40 now, it will add 1. So our new value will be 41. Then it will add 1, our new value, new a value will be 42. So suppose it will start from here, it will move ahead by adding 1 pixel. So it will move like this. You will see, means each ellipse will overlap to one another. I will show you. I will copy this and we will paste this on our screen, processing screen. And when I will run it, you will see the ellipse is moving. See, but this is a black line here because see, if I will say I will change it to 5, then I will show you what will happen. So it will move 40 plus 5, 45. Then you will see that it is increasing, or it is moving 5 pixels ahead. That is why you can see all the ellipses. But if it is 1, right, it will leave the black color behind it. So if you want to remove this black color, you have to write down, as I have told you before, that background 0. So see, when we will run this program now, there is a black background and our ellipse is moving from one point to the end of the canvas. Move on to the second slide. And here, see, this is the new thing. If it is a new thing, I will mention it with the red color. So frame rate, which is the topic, you have to write down as it is. F will be the in lowercase, R is the capital case in the, so frame rate is equal to 30. Now what is the meaning of this? I will show you here. If we want to control the speed of our ellipse, then you have to use the frame rate. By default, as I have told you, whatever we will write down here in the draw block, it will move 60 pixels or 60 hertz per second, 60 frames per second. So see here, now if you want to change the speed, you have to use the frame rate. So frame rate is 30. If you want to decrease further, suppose if we want to make it 10, so when I will run it again, you will see that the speed of the ellipse is very slow. So this is the purpose of the frame rate. If you want to increase or decrease, now suppose if I will make it 50, so see how our ellipse will move fast. So you can increase or decrease. But another thing is that if you do not want to write down frame here, right, another is you can increase or decrease by here. Just write down 0.2. So how it will move? 40 plus 0.2, it will be 40.2. Then it will add to 0.2 on the x-axis. It will increase by 0.2. So see here, it's moving very slowly. So you have learned so far the frame rate. If you want to increase or decrease the speed of the ellipse or triangle or rectangle, what you are going to make, you have to mention it here. Frame rate, whatever you want. Another thing is, if you do not want to write down the frame rate, so in the void draw section you will write down in the loop area what is speed you are looking for. Now move on to the next, and here is fill. Now if I say I want to fill the color of the ellipse, so see, fill again takes 3 parameter, 255 0 0. This is for RGB. R is for red, G is for green, and then this is for blue, right? Here I have written background 255, it means white. So you will say, here I am saying it is white, here it is red. If you will write down only one parameter, 0 means black. If you will write down only one parameter, 255, it is white. But if we will write down three parameters, background also can take 3 parameters, fill also can take 3 parameters. So if you will write down 3, it is RGB. So our ellipse, this is the inside filling of the ellipse will be red. If you want it green, so make it 0 0, this should be 255. Similarly, if you want it blue, this should be 255, this is 0 0. And now ellipse A and B, A is 40, B is 80. So see, this is our screen, and how our ellipse will move. On the x-axis it will increase. Suppose this is 40, it will increase by 1 pixel because it is A plus 1, and here is B plus 1. It is starts from here. Suppose this is 80, on a y-axis it will increase by 1 pixel on this direction. So see, I will show you now. The color of our ellipse will be red, but it will move in this direction because it is A plus 1 and B plus 1. So you can change and play with it. Suppose if I will say B plus 2, right? And here if I will say A plus 5, so how it will move? Whatever you want, you can write down. Maybe in decimal, I will write down 4.6, suppose. On x-axis, it will increase by 4.6 pixels. In y-axis, it will increase by 2 pixels. And see here, when I will run it, our ellipse will move like this. So you can change these values. And here is 4.6, 4.6, because we are using the data type float. That is why it is accepting. So here I have mentioned the same thing. Inside color of our ellipse is red. If I will show you, if you want it green, make it 0, and this should be 255, and when I will run it, it will be green. So it's up to you, right? You can try with the blue. Make it 0 0, 255, it will be blue. So now here is the stroke. Now what is the meaning of this stroke? See, the inside color of our ellipse is red. I will show you one more time. See, now in this case it is green, but the boundary is black, right? Outline, or you can say the outline is black. If I say I want my ellipse red, and stroke is for outline, and I also need my outline red. So stroke again takes 3 parameter, red, green, blue, 255. So when I will run it, you will see this is the ellipse and the outline is red also. So stroke, fill command or fill function will fill the inside of the shape. Stroke is the outline. Our outline is also red now. So see here, I have made red. It means this is the new thing. In the next slide, see, now is background. These are the new things. Background I want black, fill I want red, stroke I want this one green, and ellipse. Now I want to make a ellipse. So see, it will be more clear because here I am going to make our background black. So see, now the our outline is green. See, this is the inside is red, outside is green. This is for the stroke 255 and our ellipse is there. Now suppose if we want to make the thickness of the outside layer, so it is called the stroke weight. Stroke weight is 10 pixel. Now what will happen if I will make another function stroke weight? Just copy it, and when I will run it, so see, now this is the weight, the green is the weight, and the weight is 10, right? The weight is 10. If you want to see it, I will make it slow, make it zero point 0.5 here, and we will make this B direction, just make it small, so we will see the fill color is the inside, stroke is the outside, but stroke weight is the thickness of the outside layer. So in this case it is 10. So see, now it is moving in this direction. 0.5 will increase on the x-axis, zero point 0.2 will increase on the y-axis, right? So this is the, we have learned fill, stroke, stroke weight. Move on to the next one, and here suppose I am going to make a new ellipse. So what will happen? This ellipse we have made. For this ellipse, our fill color is 255, stroke is 255, and our stroke weight is 10. If we are making another ellipse, so what will happen, because we didn't mention what will be the fill color, stroke color, and stroke weight of the new ellipse, so it will take all the properties of this ellipse. So I will show you, and it will be the static, it will not move. Why? I will show you the reason why it is not moving. First we will see the new ellipse. Okay, I think I didn't, this is copy, and here I have pasted it. Now see, there are two ellipses. For the first ellipse, these are the properties: fill, stroke, stroke weight. And for the new ellipse, there are no properties. So it will take all the properties of this ellipse. Means the fill color for the new ellipse is red, outline is 10, and stroke weight is 10. And it is static. Why it is static? Because in the first ellipse, I am using these two variables, A and B, and it is increasing by +1 +1, but here are the numbers, so this is the static one. That is why it is not moving. If you want that the new ellipse should have their own properties, own colors, own stroke weight, everything, so what you have to do, then you have to specify these things on the top of the new ellipse. For this, the previous ellipse, fill, stroke, stroke weight. For the new ellipse, this is the new ellipse, and fill, stroke, stroke weight. Now I will show you. So when we will run it, you will see these are two ellipses, but for the static one, it has their own properties. Now is fill is green. Here fill is red. This one fill is green. Outline is red, but the stroke weight is 7. Right after this, if you want to make more ellipse, it will take the properties of this previous ellipse. But if you want to give the new ellipse own properties, so you have to write down fill, stroke weight, etc. Right? Okay, move on to the next. Here is stroke weight. Suppose if I want to assign stroke weight A to the new ellipse, which is a static one, because here are the numbers 80, 100. We are not going to use the variables we have used for the first ellipse. So for the second one, if I say the stroke weight A, and A is 40, and how it will increase, 40 plus 1, 40 plus 2, right? So what will happen? See, if I will paste here, So see, this is our new ellipse, and it is stroke weight A. Why it is increasing? Because A is 40, and here we have a loop 40 plus 1, 40 plus 2, 40 plus 3. So it is increasing, right? If you want, here A minus 35. What I did here? Okay. So here is A minus 35. How you want your stroke weight? A minus 35. A is 40. 40 minus 35 is equal to 5. Then 5 plus 1. Then 5 plus 2, right? In this way it will increase slowly. The A is 40, so you can subtract A minus 40 or whatever you want. A minus 30, A minus 20, whatever. So here I said A minus 40. Sorry, A minus 35 is the stroke weight. Now you can see, right, compared to the last one, it is increasing slowly. And why it is static? Because here we have used the numbers. So in this lesson you have learned the frame rate and how to use the colors. So it is now your job to practice. Make your triangle, make a rectangle, and use these properties: fill, stroke, weight. Fill, stroke, background, they can take up to 3 parameters, but if you want to write down only one parameter, 0 means black, 255 means white. If you are going to use 3 parameters, it will represent RGB: red, green, blue. So practice it. If you have any question, you can ask me. Subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.